Hi, ARK fans. Welcome to ARK Invest Daily, the complete picture channel. Why we call it complete picture? Because this is the only channel that brings you complete list of trades and the biggest moves. How we do it? We wait for ARK to upload the complete list of trades on their website every night. We download it. We do a diff from yesterday. That's how we find every small and every big move. And many of the YouTubers just depend on the email that ARK sends out at the end of the day, but ARK themselves say it on the email at the top and at the bottom that that's not a complete list of trades. So that's where we come in. That's the USP of this channel. We do the complete list, and since we download the data on daily basis, we are able to do things like weekly and monthly summaries. We are able to bring you new and removed companies. No other YouTuber will do that. And now more recently, we have also started doing insider trades. We have started finding insider trades for ARK only, ARK portfolio companies only. So stay tuned for that, and please like and subscribe. Please support this new channel, and I'll see you on the other side. Thank you. Hi guys, welcome back. In ARK summary section, as you know, we keep an eye on high level numbers like market value. Today it's a monthly special, monthly summary, so we have May selected here. And as you can see, they started the month with 48.5 billion and ending the month in 43.3 billion, which is 12% down, which is a net negative, obviously. But as you can see, we see light at the end of tunnel. Right at about middle of the month, it has been going down. It hit rock bottom at 38.8 billion this month. I have not seen it go down as much in past since the time I've been recording, and in past as well. But the good news is that it has started to recover from there on, and right now it is 43.3 billion. So that's great. Now let's also take a look at this number by ETF. But before that, let's take a look at total number of companies quickly. They started the month with 271 companies and they ended in 265. In between, they added 11 new. But they were not net new. They were present in the ETF, in some other ETFs, but they added to a new ETF as well. Some of those were net new, completely new. Some of those were just new to that particular ETF of ARK. So we'll go over that. And then there were several that were removed also. So we'll cover that in the later section. But for now, let's do this by ETF quickly. So RK, which is their almost 50% of the fund, started the month with 23.1 billion, ended the month in 21 billion there. So 23.1 to 21.3, so which is like almost 2 billion down, which is like 10% down from the beginning. Then you have ARKG, the second biggest one, starting the month in 9.6 billion, ending in 8.3 billion. You have ARKW starting at 6.6, ending in 5.6. ARKF starting in 4.2, ending in 3.7. You have ARKQ starting in 3.3, ending in 2.9. So all of them down. Then there are ARKX, Israel, and Print. They don't move the needle so much, so we won't go into the details there. But these are the 6 ARK ETFs, and that's how much they are down. And in combination, when you combine all those, it's down about 12% from 48.5 down to 43.3 billion. So that's that. Now let's go over the biggest moves quickly. People who have been watching this channel know that we look at biggest move two ways. One is by percentage of shares, and then second is by market value change. So what I've done here is, since it's a monthly cut, I have increased the threshold of percentage shares change to 20%. So any company that to which they added 20% extra shares or removed 20% or more shares or removed 20% or more shares will show up here in this chart. These are the companies that qualify that criteria, and this is their rank of that company in the overall 270 odd companies that they were invested in this month. And adding these many shares makes some difference in market value, which is this. But this is a combination of things, right? They added shares, and then the stock price also might have gone up or down, and hence a combined effect of 50.6 billion. So that's what we will do. We will change this threshold. We have changed this threshold of percentage shares to 20% for this monthly cut. We will also look at biggest move by market values. At that time, we will change market value threshold to say 20 million, and then change this one to 0, so that we look at biggest moves by market value. So without further ado, let's go over it. Biggest move in terms of shares, percentage shares change. First one is Okta, which is rank 99. And when I hover over this, you'll see more information, like it's present in ARKW only. They have been increasing shares over time for this month, and the stock price has gone down. So they are kind of buying the dip for this month. 233%. So that's amazing, like 2.5 million extra shares there. So almost tripling what they started with. from 1.1 million shares to 0.36 million shares, more than tripling. Then you have Zimmergen is the second highest, present in ARKG, bought a lot of shares, stock price going down. iLife Health, again ARKG, bought a lot of shares, 1.4 million there, more than doubled, and the stock price going down. So that's the story of first three. Looks like the stock price has been going down and they have been buying the dip. Let's see number 4, which is UiPath, only company present in all 6 ARK funds. Obviously not including Israel and Print, but rest of the 6 ARK funds. And the stock price has been going upward and they have been buying more and more. It is pretty big move in terms of market value as well. So you'll see when we sort this chart, ascending, descending, like we have sorted this one, you'll see this will be at the top in a bit. Then you have Skillz, another company which many people are super interested in. You have RW and RK. It's present in RW and RK. They bought a lot of shares this week, and then they have been this month, and then they have been maintaining it. And the stock price starting to go back to where it was in the beginning of the month. Recursion's pharmaceutical, but at the same time, this had reached somewhere in the 40s also. So it is still a really good buy, I feel. Actually, I started a position in this just recently. It has really good numbers in terms of the balance sheet, in terms of monthly active users and the platform that they have made available. There was a separate video that I did in past about this, but maybe worth doing one more later. Recursion Pharmaceuticals, again, adding 77% shares there, almost a million. Desktop Metal 3D company backed by Chamath Palihapitiya, present in Print ETF, bought a lot of shares there too. Stock price going backward to where it started earlier in the month. 908 Devices, DraftKings, again, one of the very popular companies, 72% extra shares, 4.7 million shares added there. Pretty big move in terms of market value as well, as you can see. Coinbase, again, one which they are highly bullish on, bought 1.8 million shares almost, and then another one of the biggest moves in market value as well. Signify Health, well, let's see for Coinbase. Yeah, it's present in 3 ETFs. As you can see, the trend for shares count has been increasing. The stock price has been decreasing. Yes, it was above 300 when it IPO'd, but they have been very bullish on it. Signify Health, 66% extra. Genomics, stock price going down. They're buying the dip. Atlas Crest, the robo air taxi company merging with this is a SPAC merging with Archer Aviation, which is a air taxi company. 1.3 million shares extra. Bill.com. Twitter, everybody's waiting for paid subscription service for Twitter, and that's they have been anticipating that and buying more and more shares. As soon as that happens, this is hopefully going to rocket. Then you have Palantir Technologies, another one company which many people are extremely passionate and sentimental about. If you write something like, oh, ARK sold or reduced some position in it, many people get very sentimental about it. So in this case, it's positive news. In this month, they have added 40% extra shares, 8 million shares, as you can see. And stock price also going back up to where it started during May, earlier in the May, where it started the month. I mean, Twilio, again, one company they're highly bullish on, going back up there. Ionis Pharmaceuticals to Simple, Repair Therapeutics, Woozy Smart Glass Company, buying more and more and more. Stock price also inching back to where it was earlier in the month. Berkeley Lights, another company that is present in 2 ETFs, and stock price going back, inching at least back to almost at the level where the month started, and they have been buying more and more. They've been buying the dips. Open Door Technology. So let's take a look at the biggest negative. We'll start from here. Syros Pharmaceutical. So this is rounded value, and that's why it says 100%. It's almost 100% completely removed. I won't be surprised if it is completely removed with just in a day. Baidu, again, 86% removed. That's the biggest negative. $861 million. So yeah, Synopsys, negative again, sold 85%, 812 million difference it made. By the way, these companies, even though they are selling, ARK is selling, doesn't mean that these are bad companies, right? ARK's strategy has always been that they invest more in more risky companies, more innovation or high growth companies or hyper growth companies, and they sell where they think the stock has had a good run and there's not a lot of scope of growth as it is in some other companies. So Synopsys, Baidu, Syros, Guardant Health, Serpara Technologies, Serpara Therapeutics, sorry. Then you have Teledyne, Pekar, Autodesk, HDFC Bank, Intercontinental Exchange, Silvergate Capital, Huya, KE Holdings. As I hover over these, feel free to pause the video and take a look at these pop-up charts, but I'm going to be doing it fast here. Yeheka, Regeneron, Pinterest, Roche, Pure Storage, Alibaba, Schwab's, Intuitive, Aiden, Novartis, Intercure, Dairy, Netflix also removed, Garmin, Zogan, Caterpillar, Pluralism, Nvidia. These are all great companies actually, including Nvidia and Open Door Technologies again. Jamaat Pehle Hapitia backed fund, SPAC, like Amazon of real estate. So those are the biggest negative moves. Let's quickly remove this threshold to 0 and then increase this threshold to, let's say, 20 million maybe, and then we'll see the biggest move by market value. So let's whoa, okay, still a lot, so maybe increase it by 30 more, 10 more, so 30 million. Still quite a bit actually. Let's increase it to 40 and see what happens. Yeah, still quite a bit, but that's okay. Let's just sort it and quickly go over the top and bottom highest ones. So in terms of highest, as we saw during shares, when we were looking at the biggest move by shares, UiPath was the biggest move, and its biggest move in market value. And then you have Coinbase, second biggest. Then you have Twitter, third biggest. Twilio, DraftKings, Skillz, and then Palantir. So these are the three most favorite companies of people: DraftKings, Skillz, and then Palantir. They are lined up one against the other. As fifth biggest, sixth biggest, and seventh biggest. Unity Software, Zoom video communication. Then you have Teradyne. Then you have Roku, Shopify, Okta, Peloton, Too Simple, and iLife Healthcare. So those are the biggest move in positive. Let's take a look at the biggest moves in negative, as we went over one of them already, which is Baidu was the biggest negative, 86% removed. Then you have Tesla, second biggest negative because of stock price going down. They're maintaining shares. They have been trimming it a little bit, but essentially they're maintaining the rest of it. Then you have IO, Vance Biotherapeutics, and then Intercontinental Exchange, Square, Synopsys, Pure Storage. Then you have KE Holdings, another big negative one, Twist Biosciences, Exact Sciences, Novartis, Invitae, Zillow, Grayscale Bitcoin, CRISPR Therapeutics, Roche, NanoString, Open Door, DocuSign, Guardiant, Serpera, Pinterest, Huya, Protolabs, Tencent, Intellia Therapeutics, Versite, Pacifica Biosciences, Vertex, Teledyne, Yahika, Silvergate, Alibaba, Spotify, Nintendo, and the last one, I won't go over all of them. Oh, there are only a few left, so we'll go over it. Trade Therapeutics, 2U Inc., Trade Desk also going negative, okay, and then Tadeka. So Fate Therapeutics is one of those ones where they have bought more shares, but it's still negative. Let's see if there are any more. Yeah, Zillow Group, they have bought more shares. Net positive in terms of shares for Zillow, but overall negative. So these are the nuggets basically. Even though it is very negative, they're still buying Twist Biosciences Corp. So this is what shows their confidence. So yeah, so that's the biggest moves, guys. Let's take a look at overall portfolio picture, how it looks. More red than green, not surprised, because as you saw in the trend also, they are 12% down in market value. Coinbase being the greenest green, including Palantir, UiPath, Skillz, DraftKings, and Tesla being the reddest red. Actually also, where is Baidu? Baidu is probably distributed, so that's why it's not darkest red anywhere, but that's another one which is very negative. Then very red this month. New and removed companies, let's go over that quickly. So this is the list of new companies, but many of these are not net new because as you can see, Walt Disney is completely new. It has never been part of ARK. They have added it. Woozy, on the other hand, has been part of ARK ETFs already, but they added it to ARKW also now. So it's new in ARKW. Unity Software, again, same case, not a net new, but new to ARKX. StoneCo is a net new, completely new company, Brazil-based, point of sale hardware and software, and present in RKF. Snowflake also net new, but very small position there. Organovo Holdings, not new, but new to RK maybe, that's why it's showing up here. Then you have JD Logistics. This one also not net new, present in, but new to ARKX. Hexagon ABS, this is also not net new. This stock went through a split and the stock symbol is changed, so that's why it shows up as new. Dynamics Special Purpose, DYNS, a SPAC merging with some company, I don't remember the name right now, so new. Dicerna, completely new again. Genomics, Blade Air Mobility, not completely new, but new to ARKX and Q. So that's new companies. The removed companies list is this: Faurecia, Virgin Galactic Holdings, which the guy who owned this, who started this SPAC, Chamath Palihapitiya, also sold all of his position in it, including Sir Richard Branson sold a lot of position. I don't know how much they still have, but ARK also getting rid of it. Agora completely removed. Apple Inc. completely removed. CrowdStrike completely removed. Experience investment completely removed. Fastly completely removed. Guidewire, HubSpot, Market, Texas Holding, Thermo Fisher Scientific completely removed. Workhorse completely removed, and Lending Tree removed as well. So those are the companies that are completely removed, and these are new ones. Some of them are net new, some of them are new to just these funds. So that was your daily dose, guys. Please like and subscribe, and I'll also do another episode where I'll show you insider transactions for me. Hopefully tomorrow I'll do that for all these companies. What was there any insider buys or sale, people who sold, insiders selling positions as well. So watch out for that episode for tomorrow. Please like and subscribe. That was your monthly summary, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.